Greetings. So I just wanted to go over a few things that are so floating through within me. I know a lot of people like my capacity to relate and understand and see multiple perspectives and sides, and to always reflect a more beautiful reality of what we're all going through. And I find that a lot of people can relate to myself. Honestly, I want to open up and expand beyond there. I love the capacity to deeply connect and relate and understand and have people to be seen within myself. But I also have a greater vision of going and pressing beyond everything. I would love to be the person to open up and expose every little intricacy and facet of life and the things that are so hidden deep down. I want to take two opposing pictures of opposites and find the unity within them coexisting. I want to smash down the barriers that stand in the way. I want to just laser beam through all of that as if it was nothing but a bunch of ghosts. I want to tear down all the borders and walls of separation, whether externally or internally. I want to paint the pictures that are too horrid to look at. I want to reveal all those areas that we've just kept so closed off inside, and I want to show people that you're loved and welcomed, regardless of where you so find yourself, because I see myself in you too. And it stems across the border and everywhere. The only time I've ever run into problems is I have such an openness and I can read people so well. I see what they're closed off about, and nobody wants to be pinpricked open beyond that. But that's why I appreciate your all support, because the more that you support me and say, hey, keep making these videos, keep writing, keep expressing, you are the people that fuel me to go beyond and to open up even more within the heart and express these things. And I want people across the board, no matter where they find themselves, to be accepted, to be wanted. None of us are immune to what it is to be human. We all have our flaws. We all have our areas of disgrace and what we don't like. We all have our wounds. But I do believe that regardless of all of these external differences, we can find a place of commingling together. And that's what I'm truly passionate about. And I truly hope to challenge myself even more to go beyond my own personal fears and to stand up against some of these things, if not all of these things. I would love to go onto the world stage, because what is all this other stuff? And give me a second, I'm gotta restart my song I'm going through. So yeah, it's like when you go into the realm of everything that we hate, politicians, so on and so forth, it's like it's just all one great big elaborate show of putting on some kind of front to hit you emotionally and guide you certain ways, and yet we know things are so slow moving and never quite get done. And everybody's tired of the lies, and see, that's one of the things that I believe is a strong suit for me that some people despise, but I realize it's a strong suit, and that's open honesty. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm always split down the middle and I see both halves, I see both sides. I could fight for one way or the other, but I truly can't be one-sided, because light and darkness exist within myself. I have beauty and I have terror. I have love and I have the pain of the past, and still fight within those realms. And things can collude at times, but I will always be open and honest. And I like to take all things into consideration. I like to gather a great multitude of perspectives. I like being a giant tree within a community of forest and learning from everything that so coexists. And though a vine may so traverse upon, it's like I understand its need for life too. So it's like we all have our roles and forms and functions to play here. But I like to bust through and reveal the reality and show the things that we would not rather reveal. I mean, this isn't a time for hiding. We've hidden things for far too long. Knowledge has gotten out. Things that I've been aware of for a long time, a very long time, are now much more commonplace. Uh, it's kind of funny and interesting to me to watch so much take place of people becoming aware of many things and questioning. The only subset would be that so many people fall into such little tight locked boxes that they fail to see the bigger picture. And the point is that how do you eliminate enemies? Well, that's where I go back to a pretty good notion of why not make your enemies friends. Because I truly have no enemies. The only person that I wrestle against is the person that exists within. Because I can see myself within the most terrible person and the most beautiful person. And I can relate and understand, given the life circumstances and the influences that have so striked, and the spirits of emotion. Nobody needs to be rejected. And that's where we come into the aspect of true acceptance. I might not love you in the way that you wish, but I know you'll always be found in me. I will always understand you. I will never turn a blind eye because I can see, I can relate. You could never damage or drive a wound deep enough that I would absolutely hate you. Because I can see you. And that wound already existed inside of myself. Before you so ever presented it. Again, give me a break, I was restarting my song. And that's the true notion of undying love. Most people think love is some kind of superficial form of meeting upon likes only and never being a thing of ugliness. But ugly exists within us all. And the point is how do we heal from these wounds? Well, we have to get it out in the open. But how do we get it out in the open when 9 times out of 10, you may accept yourself, but you walk out into the world of judgment and you see and meet those faces of places where you see that you are not received, you are not accepted. These things are not, you can't even speak about it because you know it's not going to be received. So you have to keep those walls up. But guess what? I'm smashing through those fucking walls because I'm tired of living in those realms. And again, the more that I open up, and the more that you guys reach out to me and support me, the more I am empowered to smash through more walls. But not just for myself, because I could never live for myself. It has to be for all of us. And I have a very ecumenical mind. I have to keep the whole entire mindset and picture. I want to include everybody. I don't want to leave anybody out. I mean, that would just make no sense at all. I'm very heated and passionate because these are the things that remain true to my heart. You remain true to my heart. I never want to cross a path upon another and leave them feeling like they were unheard. I want them to be seen. I want them to be understood. I want them to feel wanted. I want them to know that you're here for a purpose. Never give up. Always keep fighting. Live within your own realms of beauty, even if no one else sees. Know you always have a friend in me, and I consider this whole world family. I don't close a blind eye. I don't look beyond. I don't look. I look beyond of these walls and barriers. And it's like I see you because I see me inside of you. And I enjoy being that strong presence and voice to express, emote, and to make known these things and to stand up. But even aside from that and coupled with that, I also like being the calm, gentle shoulder to caress, the open ear, the open heart, the eyes that see and beyond. So let's achieve the impossible. Let's go beyond any preset notions. Let's make this world a true place that we love being in. Let's make it a place of open honesty. Let's make it everything that we deemed impossible. Let's strive beyond all the past loops that have led nowhere. In this open age of technology and connection, I want everybody to be seen, welcomed, and accepted. And we can do this. No doubt in my mind. I know that anything I set myself to, I can achieve. But again, it's all of us that are the fuel to this inner fire. And the more we gather and grow and congregate together, regardless of our differences, I know we can achieve, and we will. So feed me, funnel your visions, speak to me, share of yourself with me. Because the more that you connect, the greater empowered I am to fight for us all. And I don't want to leave anybody out. I love you. And I hope you're doing well tonight. Never give up. We're in good company. And we'll go all the way.